Original story by you, Brickless. Now I just need to craft some rope. Be me, low experience DM, called into DM a new DSA5/TBE5 group. Agree if there is no alternative. Session 0. Be not me, huge nerd playing for years. DM, we can't play anything new, my other DM doesn't like it if we know the adventure. Red flag 1, player can't separate character knowledge from his knowledge. Might be a different player in his DM's group. It wasn't. DM, if you want, I can DM sometimes, I would really like to try it. I even have my own adventure written. Red flag 2, player has written his own adventure with 0 DM experience. Stupid, lazy me, you should DM, since you know every adventure from the last 10 years and clearly want to. Session 0.2. Electric Boogaloo. Be me, medic grown up in the wilderness. Be not me, knight trained to survive in the wilderness and take care of the injured soldiers. Also not me, mage with potent healing spells. Me, didn't we talk about what everyone would play last time, or was it my Alzheimer's again? Knight, I had so many points left. Mage, I only took those healing spells because medics can't heal in combat. Red flag 3, leftover points mean a lack of direction and character creation. Red flag 4, a mage that puts points into healing instead of damage or utility, either didn't understand his healing spells, 16 combat rounds to cast, but 6 minutes to take effect, or didn't understand combat rounds are 2 seconds, and combat doesn't take more than a minute. Red flag 5, DM, the guy that gets all the character sheets days before the session, does that mean you don't want to play your character? Stupid me, it's okay, I will just make a new one. Session 1. A win-win scenario. Be me, smith and master craftsman. Can craft everything, knows all the useless stuff nobody wants to know. Wants nothing more than to be an artist and craft beautiful shit. Also me, guy with PDMSD, doesn't trust others to read the combat rules, makes his artist a smith built like a brick shithouse, offsets his lack of combat skill with custom built armor and weapon. Red flag 6, DM doesn't ask me why my craftsman even has armor. Be not me, noble knight 2, horny mage, noble diplomat spy. DM, you will be running an errand, traveling 2 weeks along the road, get a parcel and then travel back. You will be in a tavern almost every night. Naive me, great. I will be able to craft in the evening. DM proceeds to skip almost every evening. After the 3rd time I stop insisting. First town on the road, we have to rescue a kid from slave traders. We track down the kidnappers. 4 or 5 players want to ambush and kill them. Diplomat steps out into the open and starts talking to them. DM doesn't immediately start a fight. They start negotiating, everyone lowers their weapons. They start to haggle for the kid. I'll head out .jpg. I walk over to the slave traders' campfire and start cooking me some lunch. They all look at me like I'm the weirdo. Diplomat has a lot of points in trading. Buys the kid for cheap. Kid gets reunited with his family. We get some gold for our troubles. Session 1 ends, score, artist, 1 wild boar guild. Rest of the party, slave trading Kickstarter successfully funded. Session 2. On the road to where I want you to go. We travel along the road. People tell us about a band of goblins terrorizing their villages. Not falling for this shit again. Tell the group we need to move along to make it to our destination in time. We travel, nothing happens, then we get the word that the goblins stole the parcel we're supposed to receive. Session 2 ends. Score, artist, managed to build half a camouflage cloak. DM, plot twisted. Session 3. Preparation is key. We lost 2 players, it's just a knight, a diplomat and a craftsman now. We decide to leave the road and head through the forest. Find ruins of a watchtower, decide to stay the night. Some guy shows up. Wants to stay the night as well. He tries to steal stuff while we are sleeping. DM asks the player watching for ambushes to roll perception. Failed. Player says he was watching the guy anyway since he is a stranger. DM lets him roll again, this time with bonus. Nobody got robbed. Next day we head into a cave. Spiderwebs everywhere. Dark and damp. Diplomat stays outside. Knight walks behind me. Real group of heroes we are. I light a torch so I can see. DM doesn't care. Makes me roll perception. I fail. Not seeing the steep slope in front of me, I fall down and land before a big black spider. DM, you are facing a cave spider. Roll initiative. I look at the DM. Pulled out a stack of creature cards. Hand him the cave spider. Cave spiders are almost like forest spiders except they hit harder and are venomous. Forest spiders are black. Cave spiders are not. After one hit with a torch, the spider gets scared and flees. Session 3 ends. Score: Diplomat, got damaged by a squirrel. Artist, was stupid enough to lead the way into a dark cave. Session 4. Just like any other RPG, we exit the forest and find out that the villages are now being terrorized by elemental spirits, so we put our quest on hold to investigate. After rescuing mages from an angry mob, they agreed to take us to their master. He might be able to help us. Session 4 was cut short, or nothing else really happened, I can't remember. Intermission. Since everything not important to the task at hand is skipped by the DM and he has a desired outcome in mind, the players have acquired a very nasty habit. They either correct mistakes after the fact, it's only logical that I did this beforehand. Or they disregard danger and ignore their character's weaknesses, since the DM wants me to live I have nothing to fear. Session 5. The Murder Hobos. On the way to the mage's instructor, we find a witch that crashed in a tree. I start building a makeshift ladder. That's too slow for the knight. He needs to save the witch, the one that is calmly talking to us and is in no danger of falling, right now. So he starts climbing. With 0 points in climbing, he tries to scale the equivalent of a 3-story building. He fails. The DM just waves a hand and says no damage. The knight's face, there better not be bitch.gif. We get the witch down eventually. She just fucks off. We find the house where the mages are trained. Short introduction, not really any useful information. While standing in front of the instructor, Diplomat and Knight discuss what to do next. This can be good.jpg. I sit down and start making tea while Diplomat and Knight go room to room, ransacking the place in the middle of the day while the owner is home. Instead of consequences, the DM says they found something like a combination lock built to look like a bookshelf. Knight asks if he can figure out how to open it. I glance at his character sheet and ask, how? Like in those movies where they can feel the right combination when the lock slides into place. Yeah, the difference is that they actually have more than 0 points in lockpicking. DM, you just have to pull both knobs at the same time. Mobile game ad.gif. A secret staircase opens up. Session 5 ends. Score: the party, 30 gold and loot. Me, there is a big tree in front of this house. That's all for the current story. What would you do if you were in that party? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to hit the like, and subscribe and poke the bell icon to get notified on future videos. See you next time.